It is time for the Drew Yari Show. Drew Yari.
Yep.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I am well rested.
Good.
And
Sounds good.
got the NBA playoffs on,
Mm-hmm.
and I am ready for the show.
Yeah. Cool. Had a good little weekend, and best weekend so far. My third Saturday. Best Saturday. Saturday was incredible. Had a great day.
Do
A
tell.
lot of local wrestlers came by. It was pretty fun. Yeah.
Oh, who came by?
Corvus and Ash from the End of the World Party. They want to cut a promo inside my store next weekend.
Oh.
Then Jesus Christ, why I forgot his name. Oh yeah, Alexander Crawley and his wife came by. Then I have a couple guys out that's training at TWA that came by. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, TWA still in business?
Well, they train at the TWA place. But yes, they are still in business, but not like how it was from before.
So, I guess what is it now?
It's not what it was before.
Well, what's it called though?
It's called TWA, Texas
Oh.
Wrestling Association. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted what you said. Who does Rudy Boy still run it?
I don't know. I don't know who runs it.
Because
You know what? I think so. They because I was hearing names like earlier this week, like Rudy and I think Rudy and like Sean or something like that. So,
Texas Wrestling Academy. Because I haven't been there in a while. Because I had a friend who was training there, and last I saw was Rudy. So I haven't been there since 2008, so I have no idea who's training. Rudy. Yeah, it says Rudy Boy. Actually, this hasn't been updated since 2019, so it says Rudy Boy is the head trainer.
So it's called the Texas Wrestling Association.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're on what you call it? They're on Instagram. I'm following them on Instagram.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kyle met Brian Myers over the weekend and Raven.
Sweet.
That's a random pair. That's cool, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle.
I know Brian Myers loves old ECW, and I know Raven's one of his guys. So, funny thing about Raven, so Corvus, who was there at the shop earlier today, he worked on a show with Raven. He was telling me the story, and I guess he didn't want to bother him or whatnot, but he was warming up. Corvus was, and I guess Raven just hunched over his was like, "What time is it?" And he's he told him the time, and he's like, "Oh well," he's like, "Oh, when are you on?" And he told him, he's like, "Oh, I'm on after you," and type of thing. So at least from the little interaction he had with Raven, he was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, Raven seems cool. I mean, seems like a guy who has a really good sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I heard his health isn't that well though.
I heard a lot of guys his health is not well, including Sabu. But Sabu,
right?
Actually, Sabu's gonna be working sometime next month in the Valley. So,
damn. Well, I mean, hey, hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully Raven's doing well. You know, we need our legends to stick around. So,
yeah, for sure.
But what else I was gonna say?
But you say you got the playoffs on over there?
Yeah, I got the Suns and the Clippers on. So far, the Clippers are winning. Kyle saying Raven said he needed a surgery for his rotator cuff. Okay.
Okay.
But how have you been enjoying the playoffs?
So far so good. I'm not watching this game right now. I actually have it on. I have on Triple Mania right now, so got that on. Del Rio's wrestling. He's a lousy piece of shit, but he's still good in the ring. So, so it's like fuck, you know. But no, he's looking good in the ring right now. But that's a good picture, Kyle. Very good picture, man. Very good picture, man.
Yeah, good shit. And thank you, Kyle, for the hat. I know I told you before, but Kyle was at a Bucks game, and I think he got like a free hat.
Yeah.
Or he got like an extra hat, and he just asked me, "Hey, do you want the hat?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm usually not a hat guy, but I don't know, something about this hat fit me nicely. So thank you, Kyle, for the Bucks hat. The Bucks lost today, which sucks. You know, Giannis went down with a lower back injury.
I said this, and I think I said I think you were talking about the playoffs. I said that the Heat and the Bucks series could be a good series and could give them, you know, a run for their money. I don't know if I said it here or if I said it somewhere else, but yeah, no, he can definitely give them a run for their money for sure. I just think that he underachieved in the regular season. The Heat to me is really like a fourth seed team. So, but if this Giannis injury is on and lingering, that's not good for the Bucks. That's not good, not at all.
I mean, yeah, the Heat are a tough team. You know, Jimmy Butler is really damn good. He's good for this team. They have some good shooters.
But Tyler Hero's out too. He broke his hand, so I don't know. You know, so
I mean, Giannis, like, to my knowledge, is one of those injuries where like it wasn't too serious, but it was serious for them to say, "We'll just sit you out for this game because we don't want to take a chance."
Giannis is if Giannis can't go, then it's a wrap. With or without Tyler Hero, I think that's a wrap for the Bucks.
Right. And what'd you think about that game last night with Sacramento and Golden State?
You know, like I said, Sacramento, they have a damn good offense. They just don't have a defense, but they played good enough defense to hold off the Warriors. So, you know, so it was a good game. Good game. We can't complain.
I loved it. I watched it I made sure to, watch it until its end, and really entertaining shit. You know, they were just trading shots, and De'Aaron
Fox is a fucking star, man.
Oh, yeah, he proved that he's not just a regular season player. He's a playoff player, too. So he was knocking down some big shots. And Sabonis was missing a lot of shots, and he needs to work on that, especially in like in the next game, because
Sabonis ain't gonna score. He ain't gonna go out there and score like 25 a game. He's gonna give you like 16 points and like 15 rebounds, so he does, how should I say, he contributes much other ways other than just like flat out scoring. He's capable of that, but in his current role he's not doing that, or doesn't need to do that, I should say.
Right, but great game. The playoffs are off to a pretty good start, and here's looking forward to the next weeks of playoff games. Jesus Christ, I can't form a sentence. But anyways, let's get on with these Q&A questions. So the first batch of question comes from Dale. I don't believe Dale's ever been on here before. Welcome, Dale, if you're listening. He has 5 questions. The first one: if you were to become a wrestler, what would your entrance, music, attire, gimmick, and finisher be?
Well, we'll start off with finisher. So finisher would probably be like some type of submission, I think, like a leg submission or arm submission. I gotta go with my strengths. I can't pick up people, you know what I mean? So I gotta either be like a cruiserweight flying around like a Ricochet, or I could be like a technical. So I think it'll probably be better if I was technical, and I think I'll probably have a longer career if I was a technical wrestler. Attire, probably just keep it simple, tights, kick pads, the whole thing. Maybe a couple elbow pads there, maybe look bigger. Gimmick wise, I don't know. I'll be a heel. I don't know like what kind of heel. You know what I mean? Maybe like a I don't want to say like an MJF, but someone that can talk in the mic, and somebody that can hold their own in a promo. And music, I will probably say, I don't know, just give me something good. I'll let CFOs make my music. So there you go.
Nice. Me, music, probably like some early 2000s rock. I don't know. Give me some metal.
Are you talking about like Three Doors Grace or whatever?
Three Doors Grace. No, well, I think you might be confusing Three Doors Down.
Oh, Three Doors
3 Days
Down.
Grace. Two very different bands. Good bands, by the way. I don't know. Maybe like Disturbed. Maybe Korn. Yeah. Not Limp Bizkit because fuck them.
What? Why? You don't like the you didn't do for all for the Nookie?
I did it all for the Nookie, and I didn't get any cookies.
Yeah, all right.
Sucks.
Well, just stick it up here, yeah.
Stick it up here, yeah. I don't know. Maybe between those two bands. Okay. What was it? Attire, gimmick. Attire, kind of like you. Keep it simple. Just some tights, kick pads, wrist tape. All that shit. Gimmick. I can probably be a heel. Maybe like a vicious heel. I mean, I look like I can probably be a vicious heel if I wanted to. And just finisher, kind of like you. I'll just be like a technical mat wrestler, like vacant. That's the best way to put it.
Okay.
Where I'm just beating the shit out of
and that the beginning of that theme song is the new Psycho. That's like the wrestler's version.
So if there's a reboot of Psycho, just replace the wee wee with Our Lady Peace singing whatever.
Is getting stabbed to death. You know what I mean?
My God, they're getting broken in half. So I'm gonna go with those. Next question: when you are just taking a leisurely stroll through the neighborhood, do you ever consider what the poor squirrel sitting in the drainage ditch's life was like?
No. Yes, I have.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Have you ever brushed your teeth and immediately afterwards drank orange juice? What's your thoughts on the taste? I have on a few occasions, and it's horrible. It tastes like ass.
I am not a huge orange juice guy. Close to an orange juice is Sunny D. Love me some good apple juice, though.
Mm-hmm.
But can't say that I have done that. So there you go.
Yeah. Next is, do you think that wrestling could ever revive the culture relevance that it had during the Attitude Era? I personally don't think so. I don't think wrestling could ever get back to how mainstream it was in the 90s, or late 90s, I mean. The best you can do is just make wrestling cool and just fun to watch. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
I think it can, because anything's possible. I think it can. I'm not now with me saying that. I don't see that happening in the next 10, 15, 20 years at all. And maybe I hope I'm wrong about that, but I could see it happening. But it just something very different needs to come along. I don't know what that is. But something very different needs to come along. Something very cool needs to come along. And, and something to where that it will captivate the everyday Joe for them to actually post on their Facebooks and, Twitters and wear the t-shirts and, because wrestling is mainstream, obviously, right? But it's not to what it was in 1998, 99, 2000, 2001. But it can happen. It's just that you just need a big lightning in the bottle situation to happen. And what that is, I can't tell you. But anything is possible for that, for sure.
I mean, there seems to be more stars. Like back in the day, back in our day. You had so many stars on just one television. You had Austin, you had The Rock, you had The Undertaker, you had D-Generation X. You had Mr. McMahon. You can throw him in as a star. Mankind, Kane. Nowadays there's really not any stars other than Roman Reigns and Brock.
You know what made wrestling in the late 90s so popular to the everyday person? It was cutting edge. It was different. It was something that you weren't embarrassed to talk about, like at work or at school or whatnot. They usually do something like that to the degree, and WWE kind of has it just with one guy right now, and that's Roman.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, not even Cody, to me, is on that level as far as being, like, cutting edge and things of nature. I'm not saying that Roman's cutting edge, because Roman's not really doing anything that is new in wrestling, but he's putting, like, a little new wrinkle into it with the Bloodline storyline, right?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think Cody is the closest that can get there, right? Him, MJF, like, believe it or not, like, I pay attention to like what some people were talking about when they come in my shop, right? And a lot of people there's believe it or not, and you're probably think I'm crazy about this fourth name, but there's 4 people that I hear about coming into my shop a lot. The Bloodline in general, the Usos in Roman, right? Cody, MJF. And believe it or not, Orange Cassidy.
Ugh.
I said you weren't. I mean, that's that people like Orange Cassidy. People like Orange. I'm not saying that he's cutting edge and he's Well, I mean, he is different for sure. But but there has been gimmicks before. Not like his, but people are talking about Orange Cassidy. Not saying that he's going to be the guy that. That makes wrestling, mainstream, fully mainstream again. But just in my short time, going to my third week of doing this thing, did my third weekend. Those are the 4 names I've been hearing the most, which is crazy to me. So
I just don't get it. Like, and to me, it's like I can look at something or somebody and I can say I'm not a fan of this, but I can at least see who this appeals to. With Orange Cassidy, I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
It's a lot of the kids. A lot of the kids really like the gimmick.
Yeah, but what exactly is the... I mean, I don't want to turn this into an argument, but it's just like, what exactly is the gimmick? Like, he doesn't care? He's a stoner? Like, what is he exactly?
No, he's not a stoner, but he's a guy that doesn't need to try unless he really needs to try.
I don't know, just... Again,
I mean that's pretty much what it is. Like he's a lazy wrestler. He does everything lazy. Then when he needs to actually turn up and try, he'll turn up and try, and that's in obviously in most of his matches. You know what I mean? That's kind of like with like Festus. You know what I mean? That's kind of different, right? Where he was like before the bell rings, he's all like, ugh. Then when the bell rings, he's like a freaking monster. You know what I mean? There's a lot of gimmicks in wrestling, like for example, George the Animal Steel, right? Bet you a lot of people back in the day when he was in, WWF in like 1985, 86, 87, they didn't really get the gimmick of him just being like a big, quote unquote animal, like a big teddy bear, right? And, why is this guy, pulling down the turnbuckles and, eating the stuffing inside of it. You know what I mean? So I bet you there was a lot of people back in the day, and the smarks were very few and far in between, but I bet you there were some guys like, this is a stupid ass fucking gimmick. And now people look back on it, not like super fondly, but they're like, okay, that was a fun gimmick. And, I can see that for Orange Cassidy maybe like 10, 15 years from now, whereas like, I didn't really get the gimmick, but, people have fun with it and, whatever, right? Because 15 years from now, there's going to be another gimmick. There's going to be a few other gimmicks where it's going to be like, what the fuck is this, right? You know what I mean? So, I see Orange Cassidy over let's go call him Quincy Jones, not Quincy Jones, Quincy Elliott, right? Quincy Elliott's just a terrible gimmick. Like, no matter the way you slice it. Like, that's completely terrible. Can't wrestle. He can't wrestle, can't talk on the mic. The gimmick is not, how should I say, is not the best idea, right? Orange Cassidy, at least people are responding to it, and I don't even think it's the best gimmick in the world. I like him to a certain extent, but I don't love him. You know what I mean?
My problem. I'm sorry, but like my problem with him mainly is just how they book him. They essentially make him look like he's Cena, like Super Cena from the early 2000s. I'm sorry, that's kind of how they make him look. Like he goes out there and like he can't be beat or pinned, and he's beating guys that are like twice the size of him. And so but
with that, that's like with Rey Mysterio and small guys like Daniel Bryan that's being.
It's Rey Mysterio, dude. Come on, it's Bryan.
But you said twice the size, so But I just think that he's really more for the kids, right? At the end of the day, Orange Cassidy, and that's why I've been hearing I had several Orange Cassidy figures that got sold. Is really going to kids for the most part, and when they see it, it's like Orange Cassidy, like I see that, and also like with Cena and Roman too as well, and all that stuff. But those like at least from what I gather so far, those are the 4 biggest names I've been hearing so far, and that's just San Antonio too. So I'm not saying that's not the whole wrestling base for the entire country of the United States. So, but yeah, we can talk about this all day.
All right, now I'll finish this up and we'll get to the last question. With Danielson looks like he's beating the shit out of you. Danielson's stuff looks legit and it looks, real. With Ray, they're careful how they book Ray, because if it's like Ray versus,
Big Show,
for example, they're not going to have Ray go out there and do power moves on Big Show, because that's going to look fucking stupid.
Well, you can't even do it if you wanted to, but
yeah. But like if he beats Big Show, it's going to be by some Gaga, like Big Show gets counted out or disqualification or stuff like that. Whereas like if it's Rey Mysterio versus someone that's more believable for him to maybe beat, but not John Cena, for example. I'll put, or not John Cena, The Miz. I'll put The Miz in there. Like, if he beats Miz, he's still not going to do like, any crazy like shit that he shouldn't do, but he's still going to beat The Miz, because The Miz is like more within his range of someone he could beat, but not like easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Orange Cassidy can have a match against Buddy Murphy like he had on Wednesday, and Buddy Murphy's like jacked to the gills, and he just beats him.
Wait, he's not. But you're making it seem like Buddy Murphy's like 6'8" and 275 pounds. Like, he's jacked, yeah, but like height wise, they're more or less the same for the most part. Like,
okay, another example, Big Bill.
Okay, so has Big Bill been used at all? Like, to his how should I say? To his ability? No. Tony Khan hasn't used Big Bill to his full potential, his full ability. It like if that was in WWE, yeah, sure. Big Cass definitely beats on Orange Cassidy 100%, because WWE loves their big guys. But in AEW, it's been seen like guys like Big Bill, guys like Brian Cage. They really just starting to get it. Really, not really with guys like Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs, but even them, they're not being used to their full potential. You know what I mean? And they end up losing to bigger guys anyway too. But the fact is like Tony Khan doesn't care for the big guys like WWE does. So
yeah,
that's I get what you're saying, but it really comes down to the booker, and Tony Khan loves Orange Cassidy. Now, I don't agree with every time that Orange Cassidy goes out and be a big guy. I don't necessarily agree with that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying that from a semi-casual's perspective, because if you watch AEW, you're not just a regular casual. You're at least a semi-casual. That he just appeals to the kids, right? He appeals to that certain demographic that he thinks he's cool. I again, he's not my first choice wrestler. He's not a guy that I will build a company around. I don't even know if I will put a title on the guy for any recommends, but there's something about him that connects to a younger audience. You know what I mean? Like the Bushwhackers back in the day. Bushwhackers, like I fucking loved the Bushwhackers when I was like 5-6 years old and watch them come out. Looking back at it now, I'm like, oh, the gimmick wasn't too good. You know what I mean? So it could be the same thing, like 10, 15 years from now when these kids go back and look at Orange Cassidy, like, why do I like this guy? It may be the same thing. Who knows?
Agree to disagree. But we'll get to the last question from Dale. In your opinion, who is the best, worst wrestler?
Von
Khali. So when he says best, worst wrestler, does he mean like who's our favorite bad wrestler?
Probably so, yeah.
So
I don't think Von Wagner's a bad wrestler, to be honest, but
there's quite a few. But you chose your boy Von Khali.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I honestly don't think he's a bad wrestler. I just think his promos are god shit, but they're fucking great.
Who's my favorite bad wrestler? I don't really have a favorite bad wrestler, because if there's a bad wrestler, I just don't watch their shit. So I don't even know if I have one. I'm just gonna go with you. I'm gonna choose Von Khali.
There you go.
Fuck it. But thank you, Dale. Maurice has the next batch of questions. I'm assuming more. Oh, here we go, Maurice. All right, his first question. Do you remember the world's most amazing videos on Spike TV, and should something like that be rebooted today? I vaguely remember those. I think they still do stuff like that.
Like Live PD is like the closest thing.
Yeah.
I don't even think Live PD's on anymore, but yeah, I definitely remember those. They used to come on Fox as well, where they used to have the world's most amazing videos is like nothing like police related.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, oh my god, this deer stuck his antler up my ass and I almost died or something like that. But they used to have on Fox, they used to have the world's scariest police chases. Yeah, I used to love that shit, like in the early 2000s, but yeah, I would love to see it, but this kind of world that we live in probably doesn't want to see it, so.
There's people that would still want to see the car crash. I mean, it's kind of common nature. We want to see bad shit happen.
Right.
Kind of off topic. My favorite show on Spike TV was 1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh yeah. So 1,000 Ways to Die and Deadliest Warrior for me.
Which it kind of broke my heart when I found out that they twisted a lot of the stories.
For 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I just loved the puns at the end, and the graphic nature when they're dying, like just God, man, there was like so many funny puns. I can't even think of one right now, but like it's just like someone someone dies because they got suffocated by a man's balls, and the ending thing is a teabagged or something. You know what I mean?
He's been teabagged.
Yeah,
and that was Ron Perlman, who was the narrator for the show.
Yeah.
But the favorite one that I watched was about this couple. They're like this Chinese couple, and they'd known each other since they were kids, and they were like high school sweethearts, and they never had sex at all until they got married. And when they finally got married, on their honeymoon, when they had sex, they both died while they were having sex.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. There was another episode too as well that there was another episode that I think it was like 4th of July or maybe New Year's. Someone shot a gun in the air.
Oh yeah.
And it went, the bullet went over a mile over, and it hit this random guy that was out of another house. And when he hits him, he was like, "Ow!" Then he just dies 10 seconds later. It was great.
It was always shitty people that died. Because
they make everyone seem like the worst person in the fucking world,
Right, but I think there was one where there was a home robbery, and they were on the guy's balcony. And the homeowner, he ended up getting, shoved off the balcony, and it zoomed in on his body. You see the narrator, "You didn't think we were going to end it like that, did you?" And the guy just gets up, and he just takes down the robber. So I'm like, bad people dying. I'm all for it. Next question from Maurice. Is a tornado at night more dangerous than in the afternoon? And do you recall the dead man walking tornado in Jarrell? Tornadoes are just dangerous in general. I would think at night they'd be pretty scary because
sure. You can't see it.
Yeah, and imagine being like caught in the wreckage at night. Like that'd just be nuts. And I don't know. I don't want to think about that. But and also the dead man walking tornado in Jarrell. What is that?
I don't know.
Sorry, Maurice, no idea what that is. Next is, do you remember William Hung and his one-hit wonder song? Yes.
Well, she bangs, baby.
Yeah, he had his 15 minutes of fame. Maurice is saying he has a pic of the tornado. Show it. Next is, what scary sporting moment you saw happen live?
Damar Hamlin.
Wait, what?
Damar Hamlin.
I don't know if he meant like live in person or live like on television, but Damar Hamlin.
I'll take on TV at least.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Kevin Ware. You remember Kevin Ware?
Sounds familiar.
So Louisville, I think it was like the like an Elite Eight game. This is like in like 2012, 2013. Guy broke his leg, and you see the bone sticking out.
Ooh.
It was bad, bro. It was the worst injury ever. Like you remember Sid's injury from WCW?
Oh yeah.
So how his leg was all like that. So this guy broke his, like, I would rather watch Sid's injury 24 hours a day with no money involved. I can watch that because that doesn't gross me out. What grossed me out was that this guy's bone, and it wasn't like the bottom of his leg, it was like in the middle of his leg broke. In the middle. His I guess it's his femur. And you can see the bone protruding and sticking out of it. It was horrific. Anybody look up Kevin Ware on Twitter, and please don't post in the chat.
God damn it, Kyle. Kyle posted it.
Fuck. God damn it.
Kyle's mad that his Bucks lost, and he's going to take it on us.
Jesus Christ. Well, is it in the Drew Yard chat or the questions?
The chat.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go back there for the next few days, so.
Kyle, please take that shit off. I can't look at that.
Yeah, you saw it.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
That's the worst injury I've seen live.
I'm sorry to snap at you, Kyle, but that was just grody to watch. Oh man.
They won the national championship that year.
Steve Nash getting his fucking nose broken on live television. I mean, that was pretty gross.
Kyle.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, of course. It was during a Spurs game
when Tony Parker's like head busted into his nose.
Yeah.
I mean, would Owen Hart count even though they didn't show it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I watched that pay-per-view live, so.
Yeah, me too. I didn't even know what was going on. They just said Owen Hart died. I'm like, is this part of the show? And then
Jim Ross was like, "This is not part of the entertainment." You know what made it real for me? How I knew it was real? Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler's voice. It wasn't like the high screeching voice. It was just like a regular, like, tone voice. He was like, and I remember he's like, no, it's not good. I was like, okay, this shit's real because Jerry Lawler. I've never ever seen Jerry Lawler like that with his real regular voice. So.
I just remember the story on Dark Side of the Ring when like Jim Ross was like trying to get updates from Kevin Dunn, and Kevin Dunn's like, "You didn't hear the news? Owen's dead, and you're back live in 3, 2, 1." It's like, really? You give me like 3 seconds of process of death on a live television, on live pay-per-view? Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, those are some pretty bad examples of bad sports injuries.
Bucky, you here? Owen dead.
Bucky the
all right, you're back.
Damn, Bucky the Beaver motherfucker.
Fucking piece of shit.
Fuck that dude. Fuck him and Vince. Next is if Sean O'Hara never got released, how far his gimmick would have gotten? Or I guess he meant like how far would Sean O'Hara would have gotten if he didn't get released. Well, I mean, it was more so Piper, because Piper was his manager, and he went on Real Sports and did that interview. So, if Piper didn't fuck it all up, he would have gotten far.
I think the most, honestly, would probably be like United States champion. I don't think it would be anything further than that.
Right, and that was an interesting gimmick, too, like the devil on your shoulder gimmick. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. And Sean O'Hara had a look. Like, he had a nice look. He was decent in the ring, and he can talk, so...
He had the most graceful swanton. I loved his swanton. When he did it in WCW, it wasn't like Jeff's is high in the air, high altitude floaty. His was like fast, a fast rotation, like a missile coming down on you, like a very, very low arcing swanton. You know what I mean? But very good stuff. Similar to Wardlow, how Wardlow does it. Similar to Wardlow, but he did at least from what I remember, he did his a little bit faster. Right.
Yeah, Sean O'Hara, he could have been something. Whatever that something was, we'll never know. Last from Maurice is CM Goof Gumby. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, sure. I'm Gummy, damn it!
I'm Gumby, damn it. That's enough from Maurice, I believe. Yep. Damn, I got something in my fuck. Next is from Savage Elite. Thank you, if Savage, you're listening, what's up? First question: who is your all-time favorite Bullet Club member? I have none.
Okay, I will say either Kenny. Yeah, definitely, probably Kenny's probably up there. Kenny, AJ.
I'll go
because AJ Styles was the main reason why Bullet Club became like uber popular. Even though Finn was the originator, like AJ made it popular and started getting more American fans to watch New Japan. And Cody, those are my top three.
I'll go with AJ. I love AJ. I'm always gonna love AJ, so that's my answer. Next is Push Barry or Fire. Oh god, these are some bad choices. Well, for me, anyways. Danhausen, Orange Cassidy, or Toru Yano.
Oh, Toru Yano. Oh god, yeah, Jesus Christ. Push Orange Cassidy, Barry Danhausen, and Fire Toru Yano. I never really liked Yano.
I again, like with Orange Cassidy, I don't get Danhausen. I don't really understand what that gimmick is supposed to be. I don't know who Toru Yano is. So, I'm just going to bury all three of them and fire all three of them.
Wow.
Sorry. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, or Bianca Belair? Jesus Christ.
That's a hard one there. Whew.
I mean, push Rhea because Rhea's hot right now.
Yes, but I'm just thinking about longevity wise. I'm gonna push Bianca.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bury. Jesus, man, because I love all three women. I'm gonna push Bianca. I'm gonna bury Rhea and fire Becky, even though that's hard though.
I'm going with Rhea because I think Rhea, you can get more out of Rhea, and Rhea has shown that she can be more than just one note. And I love Bianca, but Bianca, I can't tell if it's them, like The Office, telling her, say this or act like this. Or if it's just that's how she is. Like, I mean, she's.
Are you taking account of this Push Barry Fire if you were to turn her heel? Because that's what I'm doing. Or you're just like, or is it just current, like what's going on right now on TV?
I'm going with what's currently on TV and also personal favorite, like personal preference. Okay. Bianca, they'll never turn her heel. I just need them to give her more of an edge. Like, just
never say never.
just stop having her do the smiley, happy, dancing to the ring shit, and just make her more like, make her more of a badass. Make her go out there and just like beat bitches down. Take a lesson from Rhea, and just think, wait, I'm a big girl. I can actually deadlift, Otis. I can be a badass. I'm capable of being a badass. It's not like she can't. She can do it. So I'm gonna go with Rhea because I think I can get more out of her, and she seems like she can evolve more. Whereas Bianca, she can. I just think maybe it's the Office telling her to do this. So bury her, and unfortunately, I'm about to fire Becky. But I'll hire her back. Don't worry.
No, so that wasn't easy. Yeah,
It
three
wasn't,
there.
because I love Becky. Next, the Yeti, Giant Gonzalez, or Great Khali.
Jesus Christ. Push Great Khali because I've seen some of his stuff in Japan and he has some athleticism for sure. Before he came to WWE, so I guess push Great Khali, bury Giant Gonzalez, fire the Yeti. Reese, the Yeti, just was terrible. His biggest thing was getting jackhammered by Goldberg. So there you go.
I'm gonna push Khali because I've seen Khali's work like in Japan, and he can actually work. Yeah. So I'm gonna push that Khali. I'm gonna bury Giant Gonzalez. I'm gonna fire the Yeti because he sucks. So last is Rock and Roll Express, Rhythm and Blues, or 3 count.
Well, push Rock and Roll Express, bury 3 count. I think 3 count's underrated. And fire Rhythm and Blues because fuck. Because fuck Greg Valentine and Honky Tonk Man, that's why.
Yeah, fuck both of them. So I'm gonna go with you. Same answer. Favorite season? What is your dream weather scenario? I like fall. I like that time where it's like a mix of fall and winter, where it's not too cold. I would say like 60, 70 degree weather. So I'm gonna go with that. Dream weather I already answered that question. So, what about you?
Kind of what we've been getting over the last couple days in San Antonio. Like yesterday. Oh my god. I wish I could have been outside all day. You know what I mean? So like 68, 69, 70 degrees, slight breeze, not humid at all, just the spring. Summer's my favorite season. So to answer that question, summer's my favorite season, but my dream weather scenario is kind of like what we began over San Antonio over the last couple of days. It's just been marvelous.
Next is what is the one movie that you would want to see in theaters but never had?
Well, that's a great question.
That's a lot for me. I would have liked to see the first Batman with Michael Keaton in theaters. The first X-Men movie. I never saw the first Iron Man in theaters. I saw that like on a bootleg.
I saw the first Iron Man in theaters. I was lucky to see that. I was lucky to see Casino Royale in 2006 when that came out. For me though, Back to the Future. But my biggest ones is seeing at least the first 4 Friday the 13th. Friday 1, for sure. Friday 3 and 4. I mean, and 4 is probably my favorite in the series, but 3 was when Jason first got the hockey mask, right? He was Sackhead Jason in part 2, but just part 3 is like the most definitive Friday 13th because it's like what everyone recognizes Jason as. He had a clean hockey mask in that movie, you know what I mean? Just the perfect attire. And it was in 3D too, which kind of sucked, but it would have been nice to see it in 3D. So, but definitely 100%, I want to see the original Friday 13th in theaters, plus Back to the Future, because that would just be amazing to see with people.
Let's see, Rocky 4, Creed.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the first Creed, the first John Wick, and The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, okay. I was like, which one? I was like, the 50s or yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, the John Carpenter's The Thing, which is my favorite horror movie of all time.
I can see that. I can see that.
And
I honestly think that I honestly like the original one a little bit better. This is me though. I think that I love John Carpenter's Thing. I just thought it was just a little bit too grotesque for that type of movie. So,
that's why I loved it.
yeah. Just with the dog turning inside out. Like, no, thank you, man.
I mean, I love dogs. I mean, the whole thing with the head coming apart and it like grows like spider legs. Like, I love that movie, but I would never want to own that. And I've seen like that thing in like shops or whatever.
Yeah.
My paranoid ass is gonna think that thing's gonna come alive. So, I'm good on that. Let's see. What is the all-time best TV show?
So what's the all-time best TV show? So not necessarily our favorite TV show, I guess he's kind of asking.
I guess that's what he means. Like, to us, what's our all-time favorite TV show?
Okay. Because I was like, all-time best TV show is probably like MASH or some bullshit like that,
or Seinfeld or whatever.
I love Seinfeld. But that's probably
Sopranos.
up there for me. So Seinfeld's probably that. The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Like, this is like a cop-out answer, but just like, give me between 1992 and between 1992 and 95 Nickelodeon.
All right.
Just give me that. That's my all-time best TV show. Anything that came on then. You know what I mean? Probably with the exception of Carissa Explains It All. That was kind of lame, but
I fucking hated that show.
outside of that, like, just give me that. Give me the first season of all that. Give me Guts. Give me Legends. Give me Wild and Crazy Kids and Salute Your Shorts. Just give me all those. Like, Rocco, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy. Like, fucking legends. They're all legendary. All legendary.
Shit, now you're making me want to get Paramount. I used to have Paramount Plus, and they have the entire Nickelodeon catalog on there.
I refuse to get Paramount Plus because that'll be the only thing I'll fucking watch. If they, like, I don't even want to check. And I even mentioned fucking Nick Arcade or fucking, What Would You Do? Like, just all the great, they need shows like that again, like the live TV game shows like that. I don't know why they don't do it anymore, but whatever. But, if they have those shows, God damn it. Also, as well, Family Double Dare. Like, just those shows are fucking amazing. I don't care. Figure it out. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, but it's okay. But just kind of remind me on a Family Double Dare. They had an episode with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon was on an episode. This is great shit. But back to Paramount Plus. Like, I'm scared to death to get Paramount Plus because I figured that'll probably be the only thing I'll watch if I see fucking Family Double Dare and Guts and fucking Legends on a playlist.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
Like, Jesus, because that'll be the only thing I'll fucking watch, and I'll get myself into a hole. So
hey, I mean, you're getting your money's worth, bro. When I had it, I just watched the entire series of Angry Beavers. I love Angry Beavers.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
But yeah, keeping up with like the TV shows thing, and yeah, Kyle, like, it has the entire catalog of Nickelodeon. Look it up. I'm gonna go with that. Like, you know, just that whole era of Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Before
amazing.
Before SpongeBob decided to take over everything. It's just like, I love SpongeBob. I love early SpongeBob, not later seasons. I'm surprised it's still on. So yeah, hey, they're making their money.
I think around 1990, because it came out in 99, I think around 98, 99, it was just all wrestling for me, and I started getting into more MTV.
Right.
So, like, those later versions of the Real World, then that's where, like, Jackass started and all that stuff as well, so yeah.
And then Cartoon Network, of course, that era. That was cool. Before.
Yeah, I wasn't huge into Cartoon Network. When Dragon Ball Z came on, yeah. The Ed, Edd n Eddy was fucking good. I appreciate Johnny Bravo. I just never watched it. You know what I mean? But I knew it was a good cartoon, though. But I just personally didn't watch it.
I mean, all right. Let me just get into my all-time favorite shows. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen every episode. I can rewatch. I can watch like a 5-second clip of an episode, and I already know what it's about. I know every line. I know every character arc. I love that fucking show. I will always love it till the day I die. What's another one? Supernatural is one of my favorite all-time shows. It holds a special place in my heart to this day. That's how I met the missus, because we bonded over Supernatural.
Oh, sweet.
So that's one of my favorite shows. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Recreation. I like that. I like that more than The Office. Just a personal preference. I like The Office too, but I prefer Parks and Rec. SVU. Even though it's corny, it's still a show I can. It's one of those shows kind of like you just mentioned about Paramount Plus, where it's like if I watch one episode and there's another episode popping up, I just keep watching each episode, and then I fall into that hole of like I can't stop watching SVU.
I guess that's where SCU got their name from. SVU. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, probably. Special Victims Unit.
So one of your favorite shows has Ice-T in it.
Yep, Ice-T.
He's all like every time I hear Ice-T, he's like, yo, man, we gotta arrest this dude.
He just looks confused. He's like, where were you on the night of April 13th? I was at my job. I don't think I believe you.
I think my favorite, and you know exactly where I'm going to go with this, where Ice-T was confronting someone and Ice-T's all like, you're gay. I'm not gay. I just have sex with men. Well, let me tell you something. That makes you gay.
Wait, I love that fucking clip. Hold on, SVU. Wait.
Look up Ice-T.
SVU,
that makes you gay.
SVU, you're gay.
No, that means you're gay. Whatever you say.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
How could they go into that screening and film that and not like burst out laughing with lines like that? It's like, I have relationships with women and sex with men. Well, I got news for you. That makes you gay.
I mean, depending on how you slice it, because technically that would make you bi, right? I mean, well, actually, when he says relationships,
it doesn't matter. It's just the delivery of the lines.
No, I get you. Because like there are people who will do that shit where it's like, I'm straight, I just like having sex with men. It's like, but
and I always been one of the biggest, always one of been the biggest sayers of saying, you don't got to be gay to suck dick. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole because it's a Q&A and all. Anyways, next question. What is the best wrestling T-shirt of all time?
Ooh, man. There's a lot of great ones, man. It just, to me, it depends on the era, man. So you got the Hulkamania T-shirt, Austin 316 T-shirt, NWO T-shirt. I love the DDP T-shirt, the black and blue one with DDP doing the diamond cutter symbol with his face through it. It looks like a diamond. Fucking amazing shirt. What else? The Bullet Club T-shirt, the original Bullet Club T-shirt that spawned off thousands of other fucking knockoff T-shirts. The CM Punk Best in the World T-shirt from 2011.
Had that one.
The original one. Yeah, the white one.
Mm-hmm.
The John Cena. John Cena had a lot of good T-shirts. I like the Ruck Rules. Or the Ruck Fools, I'm sorry. That one, the NW, not the NWA, but the AWA style T-shirt from like 2010, I think, or 2009. I think it's 2009. There's been a lot of great T-shirts, but if I had to pick one, probably the NWO one.
I like seeing his new shirt, the G.I. Joe one. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I like this. The Super Mario Bros. 3 Santa T-shirt is good too.
Oh, that was cool. My favorite T-shirt. There was an Austin one that he I guess re-put out back in 2011. It was like a takeoff of the mid 90s one, where it was the skull and there was like some blue shit around it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so. I have the speaking of Austin shirt, like I have an Austin Terminator shirt, half an Austin Space, and the other half is like the Terminator.
Ooh.
You remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I have that one, yeah.
I love it.
That's a damn good shirt.
Last from Savage Elite, what was the first game that got you addicted to online gaming? Probably Halo. Halo Reach. I mean, that's when I started playing more online gaming, mainly with friends. But Destiny is technically an online game. I mean, Destiny is a game where you have to have internet to play.
Yeah, it's definitely all. So yeah.
But I'm not really big into online gaming. I don't know. I'm one of those nerds. I prefer the campaign over like online shit. So that's just me. What about
For
you?
me, SmackDown versus Raw 2007. That was my first time playing anything online, and I never forget one of my first online experiences. But I was using like one of my creative wrestlers, and someone had Sting, but the Sting was like fucking like buff and jacked. I was like, what the fuck is this? That got me into like character creations and all that shit. But I will say that introduced me to online gaming. But the first game I got addicted to, Ghost Recon 2.
Okay.
On the it was on the 360. Ghost Recon 2. Man, that was the first shooter that like the first military shooter. It was a third person shooter, and I played the shit out of that game. I wasn't even that good at it, but I was so addicted to it. Like there was even like some days where like some nights where I'll straw up like around this time, like 9 o'clock, play till the sun comes up. Going like 10 hours straight, every game, and looking back at it now, the game is not that great. I mean, it's great, but like it's not as advanced as like Call of Duty or Apex Legends is, right?
Right.
But man, that game was so fucking fun to play at that time, man. Just people on the microphone, trying to communicate with people and just getting sniped out of spawn in like 5 seconds and having to wait like 10 minutes. It was just fun shit. It was fun shit.
That was like me with Destiny, the first Destiny, and there are days where I'd be like up until like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it was just, it's a game where it's fun, it's very easy, and it's very repetitive. Like it's frustratingly repetitive. But I don't know, just something about it like hooks me. I believe that was all the questions from Savage Elite. Kyle has the next batch of questions. Kyle says his birthday was on April 15th, so yesterday actually. So happy birthday, Kyle!
Happy birthday, yeah.
It was his 30th birthday. He's 30. He's an old man. He's like us.
Oh, he got to meet fucking Brian Myers and Raven too. That's a good little birthday gift.
Kyle's living it up. What were your favorite birthdays? For me, it was my 10th and 18th birthday. Favorite birthday, I would say my 22nd birthday, because that was the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in Chicago, and I just literally sat on my bed and pulled out my laptop and just enjoyed my 22nd birthday watching CM Punk and John Cena. So that's my favorite birthday that I can remember. But what about you?
I'm gonna go with my 22nd birthday as well, because on my birthday I moved into my first apartment, and I will never ever forget that. And I will also say I was gonna say my my 10th birthday. And I'm gonna cheat here a little bit because the King of the Ring 1998 wasn't on my 10th birthday. It was like a few days after that. But like, I just remember that summer in general. So like, watching King of the Ring 1998, I was turned 10 years old and just seeing fucking, Foley and Undertaker in the, in that Hell in a Cell match. Like, that just sticks with me for sure. You know what I mean? I can't honestly, I can't remember like many other like birthdays that actually stick out to me other than those two.
Oh, and I just thought of another one. My 30th, the big 3-0, and the missus. I don't know where she got it. She got me the entire collection of all the Marvel movies from Iron Man to, at the time it was Far From Home. So it was back. So it was 2019. And I just remember I saw that, and I'm like, I was obviously happy, but it was one of those happies of just like, I felt like I was having a dream. Happy. I'm like, oh shit. It's like, I wanted to cry. Because that's how happy I was. And she started crying too because she saw how happy I was. And it made her happy to make me happy. And it was a nice memory. I still have it. I'm looking at it right now. It's under our TV in the main room, so a good memory. She's definitely what the kids call wifey material.
There you go.
And she is my wife. So there you go. Now, considering how much AEW was inspired and influenced by PWG, why haven't AEW and PWG done a show together? And AEW wrestlers appearing at Battle of Los Angeles doesn't count.
I really think that PWG just wants to be PWG.
Right.
Like I haven't really like seen PWG really, and I don't even think they really want to like try to like expand or whatnot. But I think it will be cool to do like a tribute show in the place that PWG runs out of. I forget the name of the place, but that'll be pretty cool. And it doesn't even have to be like a Dynamite. Definitely not a Dynamite, but like more like, to me, like a they could probably do like a dark there. You know what I mean? A dark, or Dark Elevation, and just promote it ahead of time and just be like, hey, the Young Bucks are gonna be, they're gonna be on Dark Wrestling for the for the championship or whatever, or Kenny Omega is gonna be there. So if you make it like a big deal and promote it right, and do a dark there, I think they could do that.
Right. Next is, have you ever gone on the dark web? If so, what was it like? I haven't.
I haven't, so can't say.
I don't really have any interest in going on there because that's just that sounds like it's gonna fuck with me. So I prefer not to. Next is who uses VPNs and why? All I know is many people use them to change their country. For why? I mean, I know because it's just coming from me personally. Like anyone that has a Fire Stick, for example, and if you're using like the movie apps that aren't legal, quote unquote, it's best if you get a VPN just so that way you're not getting tracked as to what you're watching, and it also helps you make downloads a lot quicker. Or if you're like going overseas and you don't want like governments or whatever tracking your phone, that's another way to do it.
I will say that with VPNs, you can still be able to get WWE Network. If you register yourself as like Canada or like England or whatnot. So WWE Net, like the WWE Network, not fucking, not the cock. That also, it'll make doxing a lot more, how should I say, less likely to happen to you. You'll have a VPN as well, so it's good for protection. I don't have a VPN personally, but I would love to have one. But those, like, to me, those would be like some of the biggest reasons. So like, if I want to watch like Netflix, and let's say there's certain movies that are now on the American Netflix. Okay, well, let me change my region to Canada. Let me change my region to, South Africa. Let me change my region to Australia and see like what's available there. Let me get some movies that may be available in those countries. That's not in the for America. So that would be the main reason to get a VPN. I think it's worth it. I just been too lazy to get one. So
They're pretty cheap, surprisingly, because like
very cheap. Yeah, like $7 a month, $8 a month, something like that.
I know ExpressVPN, they have a deal where you do $4.99 a month for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I might bite the bullet and get one pretty soon. Next is, why aren't there stores that rent VR headsets? And have you ever used one? Rent.
Blockbuster ain't around anymore.
I mean, GameStop sells them to buy them. As far as like renting, I don't know.
Probably the closest one I can think of that may do it, maybe Best Buy, maybe, but I don't even think they do it. So, have you ever used one? Yeah, I used one. I don't see why people people be falling down and shit. Like I don't see why that's happening. But yeah, I used one before. It's okay,
Never used it. I remember when I got a phone a while ago, they gave me a free VR headset, and it's still in the box. It was for an old phone I had from like 2015, 2016, and never used it. Never took it out of the box because I had no interest in it. So do you think Britt Baker has given Tony Schiavone blowjobs? Jesus Christ. I guess I'm gonna say yes.
Blowjobs, no. Hand jobs, maybe, for sure. I don't know about blowjob, though.
She tells Tony, before you climax, I want you to yell, "It's Sting!
It's Sting!"
Oh, man. Kyle's asking some pretty personal questions. Next is, another personal question from Kyle. Your favorite type of sex, and has it changed as you've gotten older?
Drunk sex and yes, because I'm getting older. I don't have the stamina, so I'm gonna get mine before she gets hers. So I don't give a shit.
I mean, not to give too much away, but I always try to make sure she gets hers before I get mine.
Oh you're giving. I'm not. I want mine first. Fuck you.
Fair enough, but
I'm a greedy son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I can be it too. Can be two at points. Favorite kind. I haven't really had drunk sex to where we're both drunk. It was just me being drunk, so I don't really think that counts as drunk sex. I guess just sex.
Just sex,
Just me on top or her on top. Like you, I don't really have the stamina, and I'm also like really out of shape. Which, I always keep saying I'm gonna exercise, but I need to. Long story short, I'm gonna be going back to the morning schedule, which it won't affect this show at all. It won't affect any shows, either way, but it'll actually give me more time during the day to do more shit, so it'll give me more time to work out. So, but I've always gotten mine before she's gotten hers. All right, Goof, we don't need to know that. But yeah, I forgot what we were talking about.
Next question. That's what we're talking about.
Next question, Kyle, you awful person. Drew, should you call yourself Drew Scary for Halloween? What about Scary Drew? Or Scary Yari? I don't know. Whatever you want to call me, I'm fine with it. Party Yari. There you go, Goose Guy. Justin, how... Oh my god, I almost misinterpreted that question. So Justin, how big is your Spinebuster Tees store at Wonderland Mall of Americas? And do you know the square footage? Yeah. Oh, and also he wants to know how big is your cock. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kyle.
How big is what now? You said my store?
How big is your store?
Oh, it's... how should I say it? I have a lot. Walking space is limited. It's like in one little circle. For most people. Mm-hmm. Like one little circle around. But the square footage is probably I think it's 220 square feet. But Is it big? Yes and no. Like Drew, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like it is kind of big. It is kind of big because there's like a lot of shit there, but it's not really big in a way. So like it's kind of it's comfortable. I guess that's the best way to put it, because like I fit a lot of shit in there. Like I have like over like action figure wise, I have like over close to 300 action figures. I have like close to 300 Funko Pops. Then I have my 2 display cases. Then I have a TV. It's not a big TV. It's like a 32-inch TV that I got there. So like walking space is limited, but the actual overall space is decent. That's the best way for me to put it. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah. Does that make sense, Kyle? Does that answer your question?
I guess, Drew, what would you say? Did I hit the nail on the head, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of said it better than I would have, because I mean,
yeah. No, I'm just saying from because you visited, so I'm just saying like from your personal point of view of it.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it basically what you just said. Like it wasn't huge, but it wasn't small. Like it was like, I guess, adequate size of like your store. I'm talking about a store, not his cock.
It's an adequate size for me,
Adequate size for me. Yeah, it's a nice store, guys. Again, I can't emphasize how much I love the store. And if you're in the San Antonio area, make a stop at Wonderland Mall and visit Spine Buster Tees.
Speaking of, just a little bit off track, we'll get back to the questions here, but we did have another convention this past weekend, so Eric Estrada, if you remember Chips.
Ooh.
Puncharello. Yeah, he was there, and also they had the guy that played in Short Circuit, right? Data, or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. He was there. Excuse me. Miss Julie Brown, the actress that does the Gym, the TV show Gym back in the day. So yeah, we had a lot of people who were there. It was pretty cool.
Awesome. Next is, did you know that Marvel and a minor league baseball have a crossover promotion with 96 teams called Marvel's Defenders of the Diamond? One game a season, the teams wear Marvel superhero branded jerseys, along with Marvel-themed promotions. I bought a Beloit Sky Carp Defenders of the Diamond shirt. Not really a big baseball guy, but that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Not something I'm personally interested in, though.
Oh, yeah. Next is best and worst wrestling towns in Texas. The worst is Corpus Christi. Fuck that place. Like, fuck Corpus Christi. Nice place to visit, like, if you're going to the beach. Bad wrestling town. Just bad. Best, San Antonio. We're pretty good about our wrestling shows.
We are the best.
Oh, yes.
I'm just gonna say we are the best. God damn it, we need more. We need more exposure. Austin's a good city though.
Austin.
Worst probably Corpus is it's definitely there as far as worst. And fucking Houston. Fuck Houston. Fucking shitty fucking city. Fucking bitches. Cock-sucking motherfuckers.
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
you. Fuck your fucking basketball team. Fuck your fucking football team. And fuck those cheating baseball cunt nugget fucking shit stros.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
What was that noise?
I was out of breath for a second.
Okay. What would be more shocking, Rey Mysterio unmasking again, or Kevin Owens taking his shirt off for the first time ever?
Oh, Kevin Owens taking his shirt off.
Well, I mean, Kevin Owens has lost a lot of weight, so.
But yeah, we haven't seen him with his shirt off though.
Yeah, true.
We've seen Rey Mysterio without his mask.
So I mean, I don't think Rey will ever unmask again.
Oh, quick story. So I earlier this week I had on like some like WCW from like 2000 actually. And it was a match where like WCW was like maskless Ray, and like this kid and his father came in, and Tony Schiavone was like, "Oh, Rey Mysterio, Hurricane, whatever," and this kid was like, "That's Rey Mysterio? Where is this mask?" I fucked up this kid's life.
You ruined everything.
Rey without a mask.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh man, ruin lives one day at a time.
Yeah, we can only hope for something.
Yeah.
If you watch the Chappelle Show, what's your favorite skits?
Yeah, man.
Probably.
Oh, you know what? I'm adding that to one of my all-time favorite TV shows too, as well.
Chappelle Show.
Oh yes.
The blind racist.
Yeah, episode 1, season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, Klansman. I mean, the blind black Klansman.
Yeah. Clayton Bigsby. Obviously, Rick James in Prince.
I like the Prince one better than Rick James.
I thought they were both fantastic.
Oh no, they're both great, but I don't know. I prefer the Prince one better. I thought the Rick James one was like it got too overplayed, and the Prince one I don't think gets enough praise because it was just ridiculous, and it actually happened. Like Eddie Murphy confirmed that it actually did happen, and he actually had like proof of Prince playing basketball.
Yeah.
So game blouses. That was too funny.
I like the Samuel Jackson beer.
That was good.
Making the band.
I remember that one. Yeah.
What else? When Keeping It Real goes wrong.
Wait, was that Chris Rock?
No. When Chappelle was like in the boardroom and he's all like the white guy's like, "I'll give you some skin."
Oh, okay. Wait,
he's like, "You think I'm gonna shake your hand? You think it's a game? Wu-Tang."
But yeah, because I was saying Chris Rock had the same skit, so I guess they did the same. Is that the same one where it's like he's a slave and he goes, "Hey, there's a boat with some white people on it. I'm going to ask them to see what they want." Man, I fucked up.
I don't know if it was that one. I like the I Know Black People, the game show one.
Oh yeah,
with the Wayne Brady.
Classic. Black Bush.
Oh God, Black Bush, so fucking good. I'll say this one: the Nigar family.
Oh yeah, that one. For obvious reasons, I can't recite the skit.
With the Leave It to Beaver. It's like, oh man, they fantastic.
Great show. Last from Kyle. Stone Cold Steve Austin is obviously one of the most popular wrestlers ever, but was he even more over in the state of Texas? Yes. He's Texas's favorite son.
Was he most over in the state? He was just over, period. No matter what state he was in.
I guess what he meant, because he's from Texas, is he going to get like this godlike reaction? I guess that's what he meant.
Yeah, you can say that.
At WrestleMania and Justin, relax. I'm just saying the name of the city, Houston. WrestleMania 17. Austin got like a godlike reaction because he's fucking Steve Austin. So there you go.
Fuck that. That was the worst thing about fucking WrestleMania 17.
Oh God.
Being in Houston and the fucking shit dome that they're in. You're here for the Oscar. Yeah, fucking cheating, cock-sucking fucks. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to stop saying Houston for the rest of the show. Because I don't need Justin getting that.
Yeah, fuck you. Or I'll stop.
Nobody say the word Houston at all. Oh, goof. Don't. Please don't goof.
I'm not even in the chat, so I don't even know what he's saying.
Okay, good. All right, Goof has the next batch of questions. Thank you, Kyle. How ECW heavy do you think the WWE Hall of Fame is going to be next year's WrestleMania? I would imagine so because it's in Philly. I would think maybe Sandman should get in. I would like Raven to get in. Tommy Dreamer. I would like Raven to get in, but I think him and WWE are on bad terms.
The most realistic ones is Tommy Dreamer, Paul Heyman. I don't know about Sandman or Sabu or anybody like that. They deserve it for sure. I just don't know.
I would like to see Sandman get in.
Well, yeah, no, I would love for him to get in it. I just don't know if WWE is gonna allow that to happen. Yeah, I mean, because you never know. You never know, like, because is he clean now? I don't think he's clean. I never heard that he's clean now or not.
I mean, I've heard he's actually doing pretty well now, but
that it's so great, fantastic. If he can prove that he can just at least stay clean, at least through the fucking up until WrestleMania, and have him do a clean speech. Yeah, for sure. I
don't know. Last I heard, Sandman was actually pretty liked in WWE. Like he actually, was considered a model employee. Those are the words I heard. Like,
I knew that. I knew that. That he's very fond of Vince because, like, he said he was like pretty cool. He was cool with him or whatever. So I don't know. I would love to see it. Like, I would love 100% to see it. I'm just trying to think of like if that is actually gonna happen. But Paul Heyman, Tommy Dreamer, I mean, Sabu's definitely one I would love to see too as well. Dudleys are in already.
Goof is saying RVD. RVD got in 2021.
Yeah, RVD's in. Yeah.
Has Bam Bam Bigelow gotten in already?
No, I would love to see it though. But I don't think about ECW when I think about Bam Bam Bigelow.
Right.
Even though he was ECW, check it. He just doesn't scream ECW. Now it'll be it'll be an excuse to get him in there. You know what I mean? But Shane Douglas, I don't know if Shane Douglas is gonna. I don't know about.
They do not like each other at all.
Yeah. I'm just naming out names. Rhino, maybe Rhino.
Rhino.
Maybe Rhino. We'll see.
Dean Malenko.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, he works in AEW, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a no-go.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. He's now. Remember, we're talking about like the legacy wings,
right?
I see Dean Malenko going to a legacy wing maybe like 10 years from now.
I just thought of a name, and I doubt it will ever happen. But I can see Paul Heyman trying to make it happen. New Jack.
I was thinking about New Jack too, but I don't know. Traditionally, minus a couple, and this is including the Great Move this year. Most people that are in the WWE Hall of Fame at least work for WWE at least once. So
right. Well, New Jack. Well, he had a dark match. He had a tryout match for WWE, but he never actually worked in the company.
It didn't happen in WWE's eyes for sure, and that's for sure.
Just Incredible. Let's see.
the missing member of the clique. Yeah, he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame. I love Just Incredible too as well, but he's fucking geeked out of his mind right now somewhere.
The Blue World Order. I don't
want to say Stevie Richards. I don't think Stevie Richards by himself. I don't even think the BW Hole by themselves will make the Hall of Fame.
Not Don Marie because they have bad blood.
Yeah, not Don Marie. Now if they do Tommy Dreamer and Bill McGillicuddy together, that'll be good.
I don't know. As far as like bigger names from ECW, Paul Heyman, Tommy Dreamer, Raven if they can get him, Sandman, and who's another big?
Sabu's a big name.
Sabu's a big name, and I don't really think they have heat, as far as I know.
I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah,
I mean, he's never really said anything bad about WWE, as far as I know. So yeah, I think those are like the big names from ECW.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Who's the dude in FBI? The one in the picture I'm looking at. Not Nunzio, not the blonde. Who's the other one?
Tony Mama Luke?
He passed away a few years ago.
Oh, Tracy Smothers?
Tracy Smothers. There you go.
I don't think so. I really like Tracy Smothers, but he's just like no. Dean Malenko will game before Tracy Smothers.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'm saying it based off of like people that liked him because he seemed like a guy that everyone loved.
He's legacy wing for sure.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Now that we know WWE has no trouble inducting celebrities post Homesley, when will we see Regis Philbin get inducted? Should have happened when he was alive, and I'll never understand why it didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he definitely deserves a Hall of Fame induction though, for sure. Not just he was around WrestleMania 6 and 7, and obviously had wrestlers on Regis and Kathy Lee for sure. You know what I mean? And another celebrity that I think should get some notoriety is Arsenio Hall. Even though he wasn't on WWE TV, like he had a lot of people come on to Arsenio Hall show back in the day. Fucking Undertaker in full gimmick on a fucking late night talk show with Paul Bearer, like one of the weirdest things ever.
All right. What about Jay Leno?
No.
Okay. Dennis Rodman?
Yes.
All right. Those are some names. As far as like other talk show hosts, I can't really think of any. Yeah, those are the only ones that come to mind. Next is an F Marry Kill, so we gotta click on a link. So just
All right, let me get to it.
Tell me when you have it open.
Opening now.
Oh boy.
All right. Oh, that's kind of taking a little time to load. Okay, got it open, yeah.
All right, so it's Zeta Zhang. She's apparently had jobber matches on AEW, MLW, and various indies. Taya Valkyrie.
Let's stop right there. Zeta, former NXT wrestler, Mae Young Classic. I just want to get that out there, but yeah, go ahead.
Taya Valkyrie and Indy Hartwell.
FMK? Yeah, go for it. You got it.
I'm going to get mine out of the way. I'm going to marry Indy because I like Indy. Indy seems like a sweet girl. She seems like marriage material. She just seems like a nice girl to hang out with, and she's not bad on the eyes, and she has a nice body, so I'm going to go with her. I'm going to kill Taya because she's too buff, and she just... Sorry, she looks like a man. Sorry. And I'll fuck Zeta, or Veda. I think Zeta will fuck me. I'll put it that way. But go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the same, but Taya Valkyrie. I mean, I don't know what you're not seeing her. She's got more yams in a goddamn kitchen on Thanksgiving. All right, but the only reason why I'm saying I'll kill Taya is because she seems like a fucking bitch. That's the main reason why I'm killing her.
Right. Next is what's your? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, but yeah, we agree.
Oh, sweet. What's your go-to chewing gum?
Didn't we answer this last time?
Yeah, I think he asked us again, but
Orbit Sweet Mint.
Same. Favorite breakfast food to eat when you're at a restaurant? Pancakes, bacon,
waffles,
scrambled
waffles,
eggs.
bacon.
Let's see. Fuck, what is it? Huevos Rancheros. Those are fucking good. Next is Goof is saying penis makes Indy throw up. So Indy's lesbian? That's kind of a bummer, but hey, good for her.
I'll still marry her. Like out of that scenario, lesbian or not, you know.
I'll just sit in the corner and jack off. Anyways, NBA Finals predictions. Who's winning? Or NBA Finals predictions and who's winning?
I don't know if we talked about this already, but I believe I said the Sixers and the Suns.
Okay.
And who's winning? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with in a 7-game series. I'm gonna go with the Suns over the Sixers. But I think that's a. But if you were to tell me that, hey, I'm going with the Sixers to win in 7 games, I wouldn't argue that. So
I don't know. Like with the Sixers, I just something about him. Like because I think Joel's obviously a great player, and he more than likely is going to win MVP. But I don't know. Like I don't trust them in like an Eastern Conference Finals to like win a 7-game series.
I mean, at this point, if Giannis is injured, you know what I mean, and if it's his back,
Right.
if it gets serious, then it's like, you know what I mean. Then the second seed, who
Boston.
the fuck's? Yeah, Boston. Yeah, I don't know about Boston. I don't. There's something about Boston this year. Like even last year when they got to the finals, like I just didn't believe them as a finals team. You know what I mean? So we'll see though. Maybe Boston. It like because it's most likely gonna be Boston versus Philly. If Philly gets past Boston, then I definitely think that Philly may go to the finals for sure.
If Giannis can stay healthy, if Giannis's injury isn't as serious as it seems, I'm going to go with the Bucks coming out of the East. If Kevin Durant doesn't get hurt, the Suns are going to the finals. Lakers ain't doing shit. Like even if Anthony Davis stays healthy, if anything, I would say they'll make the conference
like
finals
4 times today.
Yeah, like he apparently like couldn't feel his arm or whatever. But like even if like Anthony Davis stays healthy, I would say realistically, maybe the conference finals, but they're not going to beat the Suns.
I mean they did beat the Grizzlies today.
Well, the Grizzlies suck.
Well, I mean they don't suck, but I mean they're a second seed for a reason. But Morant got injured, so that could they may start to suck if Morant ain't there. So.
Yeah, if Morant's hurt and he's playing like shit, then they ain't winning shit.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
But that's my choice. Suns and Bucks, and I'm going to go with the Bucks winning.
Mother Buckers.
Mother Buckers. Next is a non-wrestling celebrity crush. I mean, Selena Gomez. I love Selena Gomez. Texas girl, so I love my Texas girl, so I'll go with Selena Gomez. What about you?
Oh man, I love me some Gal Gadot, man.
All right.
Just, damn. Her. She's the one that sticks up there to me the most. Gal Gadot. I always love me Beyonce, always did, always will. You know, ever since I was like fucking like, 10 years old, 11 years old. Beyonce. Think that's probably it for now. Those are the 2 that stand out to me.
All right. Next is what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. Cookies and cream. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm basic. I'm very basic.
Cat piss lemon.
Okay.
Ever had that one before?
I can't say that I have.
No, I'm just kidding. Cookies and cream.
Okay. Is Anna secretly a half cyborg, half human spy and a rubber chicken enthusiast created by the Mexican government and known only by her Mexican government code name El Maquina Sexual, Spanish for the sex machine? Yes.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Moving on.
Sure, yes.
Why do Eddie and Maurice think I'm Gumby? I don't know. Because you're Gumby? What do you want me to say, Goof?
You are Gumby.
I don't make the rules, Gumby. Next is, did you know that Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer fame is a first-degree black belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and holds a green belt in Shodokan Karate?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I don't know how, because he doesn't really talk about it. that much. I think it's because I see it on social media, like him, like not necessarily working out, but like just like taking pictures after his workout was done. But yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, he's still a little bitch though, because like he'll talk all this shit about CM Punk, then when CM Punk's right in his face, he just bitches out. So, not even to say that CM Punk's like the toughest guy in the world, but it's like if you're gonna talk all this shit, back it up. So I don't know. He's a bitch. Right. Top 4 favorite wrestling managers or tag teams. So either or. I guess tag teams or managers. Managers. Top 4. Cornette. Heyman. What's another? Jimmy Hart. That's another one. Trying to think of a good 4th one.
Paul Bear.
Paul Bear. There you go. There's my 4.
For me, Bobby Heenan won for sure. Cornette, Paul Heyman, and I'm gonna throw Queen Sherry, Sensational Sherry.
Okay. All right, and tag teams. Top 4 favorite tag teams. The Hardys for me. The Hardys. Yeah, I'll put the Usos in there. The Usos. Those are another top 4 for me. What's another one? Huh. This is tough. Eminem. I always liked Eminem. And
they're in your top 4.
I liked Eminem.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I mean, because like, I wasn't really that big a fan of the Dudleys, personally. I mean, I acknowledge that they're a successful team. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take out Eminem. I'm going to put Los Guerreros. Los Guerreros.
All right. Okay, that's better.
And you know what? This is a very underrated team, in my opinion, and I think they could have been a lot more successful. I'm going to say La Resistance. Or, no, you know what? No, scratch that. Scratch that from the... There's still a team I think was very good and underrated. Paul London and Brian Kendrick. Those are my 4.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with the Road Warriors. That's one team that definitely comes to mind. The Hardys for sure. Recent team, and I loved them ever since they were in NXT originally. The Revival, FTR, the Mechanics, whatever you want to call them. They just personify old school wrestling. And the Steiner Brothers.
Okay. Next is Maurice Bear actually one of the Disney gummy bears, or is he just a regular sized gummy bear? If he is indeed a life-size gummy bear, wouldn't it be wrong eating him? I'm gonna say yes. I think he is a gummy bear. As far as like eating him, I wouldn't eat him. I wouldn't eat Maurice. I like Maurice.
So I'm kind of confused. If he's a gummy bear and you're Gumby, are y'all both gummies?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say sure to the question though.
Would you? So you would eat Maurice Bear?
If it's a life-size gummy bear, it's too much sugar. If it's life-size, no. Yeah, it's way too much.
All right. Have you ever finished a meal or a snack and been sad when there's no more food? Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Thanksgiving, when you go to a barbecue, and there's no more macaroni and cheese. It's like, for me, that's a sad day for me. So, next is if you shop at Spinebuster Tees, will you then learn how to do a Spinebuster?
Yeah, sure. Because there's always one local wrestler there. I'm sure they'll teach you.
There you go. Who would you rather, Halle Berry or Christina Hendricks? Present day or both?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, easily. Present day, prime, she's fucking hot. Like, she does not age. Drew, what did your cats think of the Nightmare Fuel movie musical that was Cats, which was based on the Broadway play Cats? Well, my cats didn't watch it because they're cats, and cats can't really watch movies. But I'm pretty sure if they watched it...
Well, scratch that. They can watch movies, they just don't know what the fuck is going on.
They would probably hiss at the screen if I had to guess.
There you go.
And my cats actually will watch movies. Like, I'll put on a movie and one of my cats will just be right in front of the screen, like... And they'll... It almost seems like, do they know what's going on in the movie, or they just fascinated by the moving, like, graphics or whatever. Next is there really nothing like a shorn scrotum? Is it really breathtaking, and should we try it, as Dr. Evil once suggests?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't answer that one.
And last from Goof, have I asked enough questions yet? Yes, thank you. And lastly, coming from... And thank you, Goof. Lastly, coming from Anna. Anna wants to know, fuck, marry, kill, Sunny, Bertha Faye, or Santina? Oh.
Well, I mean, that's pretty easy. I mean, I'll fuck Sunny because I don't want to fuck Bertha Faye, but I'll marry Bertha Faye and kill Santina. Like, that's easy for me.
I'm gonna kill Santina. I'm gonna not fuck Bertha Faye.
So you are gonna fuck her?
I'm gonna fuck...
I mean, it's by default,
I'm gonna fuck Sunny and then kill myself. Because I'm already gonna get AIDS or some kind of slut rabies.
You don't like Bertha Faye?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you didn't even look. So you're just going off what I said.
I'm just gonna go off of what you said, and then I'm gonna kill myself. So yeah, is Eddie really my son, or did I really find him in an alley in Mexico City? I don't know how to answer that, Anna.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you guys miss the original Blue Steel Cage? No. Well, I don't.
do. I love it. It's fantastic. It's classic. It looks legitimate. Like, someone getting thrown into it, definitely does hurt. And I'm also missed the black version too as well that they used for St. Valentine's Massacre 1999. So when they painted it black.
It's Paul White.
Yeah.
Playboy or Hustler? I would say
Hustler,
because Hustler you got to see more. Playboy's too tame.
Yeah. Like Playboy is but Hustler you get to see the kill zone.
All right. And to my knowledge, I don't even think they do nudes in Playboy anymore. That's what I heard.
That's fucking stupid.
Or am I wrong? Somebody prove me wrong. Do you guys have... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was going to say, you get a Playboy magazine, you see no nipple. Like, that's disappointing in 2023.
Yeah. Do you guys have any horrible airplane stories? I guess the most recent one, I wouldn't really call it horrible, but like, while we were flying, it was raining, so we had turbulence, and right as when we're, touching down in Orlando, the plane just started shaking, and it was like scaring the shit out of me. But I don't know if I would call that horrible, but it was scary.
I've been on a plane, technically twice, because I had to fly back. Outside the turbulence, I flew in an airplane, and I was thinking, like, a lot of people say, oh, well, airplane's the safest way of traveling. When you're on the takeoff and you're shaking, like, I'm thinking like I'm in fucking, like, I don't know if you remember, the Star Wars, so the third trilogy, the first movie, the third trilogy, it was Star Wars, not The Last Jedi, not The Rise of Skywalker, The Force Awakens. Yeah, like, that fucking trailer when they show, like, the stormtroopers all shaking and shit, that's the way I felt, being a plane for the first time, but anyway, yeah. No real stories, but yeah.
And Anna's asking, no Karens, no crying babies. Not for me personally. Next is what is the worst thing you or Justin have ever seen in San Antonio? That's a good question because there's like as far as like something traumatic, I can't really think of anything traumatic that I've seen in San Antonio. I mean, fucking.
I got one. Oh, go ahead.
I got one. Derek Fisher.
Yeah, that's
The worst thing that ever happened to San Antonio.
God damn it! Why the fuck would you bring that up, Drew?
Because that's traumatic and it's the worst thing that ever happened to San Antonio.
I will say during Fiesta time, just seeing a fucking this very very obese overweight person wearing a shirt size 2 sizes smaller than necessary. That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't really participate in Fiesta for obvious reasons because I have a thing with big crowds. I've never liked big crowds, even when I was a kid. So it's just like I'd rather just avoid that shit altogether. Fat people in short shirts or short pants. Both. That's just god awful. Next is do you guys like Jimmy Hart as a manager? He doesn't get enough love. He was great. I named him in my top 4 managers.
Yeah, I love Jimmy Hart. Loved Jimmy Hart. His earlier work in Memphis is fantastic. His early work in WWF, fantastic stuff. He's great. And I kind of grew up. I started to not like him as much with him and Hogan being together. But you know what? And Jimmy Hart, not just only as a manager, but as a music producer, made all the fucking knockoff WCW themes.
Mm-hmm.
So like Self High Five and fucking Chris Jericho's Even Flow theme and the Raven theme, and yeah, it's great shit.
Yeah, do you remember Devin Storm, Crowbar?
Yeah, Crowbar. Yeah.
Yeah, he follows me on Twitter, and we were talking for a little bit, and he mentioned that like, because we were talking about themes. I'm like, I wonder why Jimmy Hart they never called Jimmy Hart to like come to NXT or WWE to produce the music to get like more legit sounding music.
I don't know if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to do that anymore.
I don't know, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Does Tony Khan secretly have a fetish for cocaine Barbie?
Oh, 100%. Yes. It's not a secret. I don't think.
I mean, it's common knowledge. Book it. Here's some interesting matches. Conrad versus Ric Flair in Hell in a Cell.
Conrad Thompson.
Yep.
Ric Flair just blades at the beginning for no apparent reason.
And cries.
Conrad is moving slow as hell because he doesn't know how to wrestle. Ric Flair chops him a few times. Conrad falls down. Ric Flair gets a 3 count. 2-minute match.
There you go. Jim Cornette versus Omega versus Vince Russo in an ambulance match.
Oh, you didn't book Conrad versus Flair.
Oh, I mean Flair because Conrad's fat and out of shape and can't work, and Flair, even though he's like 80, he can probably last longer than Conrad. Oh, the Clippers are winning this game. There's 10 seconds left, and Russell Westbrook did the old school of bouncing the ball off of someone's leg thing. So Clippers are going to win game 1. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Cornette, Omega.
With no Paul George either.
Oh yeah, Paul. Yeah, that's crazy. And Westbrook's been having a pretty good game, so good on Wes. Cornette, Omega, and Russo ambulance match. Who's winning this?
Cornette, Omega, and Russo in an ambulance match. I think Cornette's gonna win because his hate for those two will just overpower everything else.
Knowing Cornette, he would probably bring a fucking baseball bat.
Yeah, he'll probably bring a gun like fuck you, Kenny Olivier, and Omega's trying to do like a So, gosh, I'll probably have to bring this up another time, but someone came into the shop today. We were talking one night, and he says, "Oh, I don't like King Omega, and I was like, okay, not everyone likes him, whatever." And he said, "Oh yeah, he's too flippy. He's too all he does is flips." I'm like, that's not true, because him and Omega and Seth Rollins is basically the same wrestler, and I think Seth Rollins probably does more flips than Omega.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anyway, that's near here and there. I'm just thinking about it because he was talking about Jim Cornette. So, but anyway, yeah, Cornette's winning because Cornette's gonna, he's probably gonna use a bat or a gun to kill both of them.
I'm gonna go with Cornette with a shotgun. Because before the match even happens, before they even ring the bell, he's just gonna shoot both of Russo and Omega. So there you go.
Yeah.
What's the next match? Oh yeah, Dutch Mantel versus Flair in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Wow. Falls Count Anywhere match. I'll probably give it to Dutch. I think Dutch is younger than Flair anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dutch because I like Dutch. Next, Dominic versus Rhea Ripley in a prison rape match.
Jesus Christ. Well, if I'm booking it, it'll be called prison rape match, but it's not gonna be any type of that crap in there. Just Rhea Ripley just beats Dominic 1-on-1. That's it. Regular 1-on-1 match.
Yeah, Rhea with the shiv. I'm gonna go with her. Last question of the night from Anna. Is CM Goof secretly a mannequin?
Yeah.
So CM Goof is both a mannequin and Gumby.
Yeah.
So
it's a weird world we live in.
So we learned some new shit today. So that is all the questions. Guys, thank you for all the questions and thank you for tuning in. And the next Q&A will be should be in 2 weeks. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, the next Q&A will be on the 29th.
Yep.
So if you haven't already, send your questions right now, and we will see you then. And Justin, pleasure as always. Thank you for
fun show.
Reading these questions. It was a fun show. A lot of interesting questions, and we learned something new about everybody. But until then, guys, we will see you this Wednesday, same time, same channel. And just have a good weekend and peace.
Peace out.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.